Andrea Praber, broker owner of Great Expectations Realty, and it is Monday night, which means it's Monday Night Live. So we are going to get started right now. I just recorded a couple of news bulletins for the next couple of days, so I have to get that set up. But yeah, we're ready to go. So not sure how your weekend was. Ours was very relaxing for the most part. I was just tired. We've had some craziness with our schedules lately. So yeah, it was really nice just to kind of relax and chill out and not have to worry about 50 bazillion places we had to be. For example, tonight my daughter is working, so we're hanging out until like 9 o'clock, and then we're going to pick her up. So it's kind of pointless to go home and then come back and then go home again. so, so we're just chilling over here. So, how has everyone been? Let me see if I can grab the chat because sometimes it's not. There we go. Chat here. There we go. I got that up. Not too much is going. There's a whole bunch of kids in Ocala right now. They are here for the Cal Ripken series, like World Series for the baseball, the Little League baseball. So there's like 23 teams right now. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, they're kind of enjoying Ocala. But it's kind of hot and rainy right now. We had severe thunderstorms rolling through yesterday and today. So hopefully they've been able to do their thing without too much interruption. But whew, that's some hot weather right there. So kind of crazy. I think you would want to go north, not south during the summertime, but whatever. Anyway, so they are all over the place right now and enjoying Ocala in its finest, but 23 teams. That's not 23 students plus their parents. It's 23 baseball teams. That's a lot of kids. Like a lot. They must be really good at it though. I mean, to get this far, I mean, and they're little. This isn't like teenagers or something. These are like it's little league baseball. So really crazy that they're able to travel all over and do that. So pretty cool. Anyway, what else is going on? Whew, holy smokes. A lot. A lot is going on. Hmm. There have been a whole bunch of restaurants that have opened up, which is great. Definitely need some new restaurants in Ocala. I went to the Jaws burger place. Have you guys heard about that? Oh, it's really cool. All the food is like homemade stuff. I mean, it really is like, I don't know, you're eating at somebody's house or something. All the cookies are homemade and, like butter cookies with actual butter and stuff. But just be careful because those hamburgers, they're steak burgers. They are, I mean, loaded. I got my husband, I went in and asked for like the biggest hamburger you could get. And she's like, "Oh, you're gonna want the megalodon." I was like, "Okay, sign me up." It was like this big. My husband was like, "Why?" Because I was bringing him back his burger. So it's like, what were you thinking? I was like, seemed like fun to me. I wasn't gonna eat it. And he couldn't finish it, but I still thought it was pretty cool. So anyway, but yeah, there's like a whole bunch of really cool places that have kind of been opening up. And I haven't been to all of them yet. So I got to get out there. I've been like on a subway like binge lately. I have no idea what's up with that. They keep sending me coupons and I'm a sucker for a coupon, but when it's like buy one, get one free, hello. So I don't know. I've been just using coupons like crazy for sandwiches and getting Subway. I'm pretty sure my husband's sick of Subway. Like, I will go years and not have a Subway sandwich, and then all of a sudden I'll have it every day for a month, and he's just like, "Ugh." I don't know. Is it just me? Is it just me? It might just me. What else? I don't know. We have just been running around like crazy people lately. So I've been at the office since 8 o'clock this morning. Um, but I kind of used the office as my gym time. So I was supposed to go to the gym, but I scrubbed the office and mopped floors and stuff like that because I don't know. I don't so I was, like, breaking a sweat by 9 a.m. when the office actually opened. So, I'm gonna count that. So, yeah, I probably should have been doing paperwork, but I was doing paperwork for hours thereafter and phone calls and meetings and all sorts of stuff. So it was just nice to just kind of enjoy my office for a little bit. It was just, I don't know, it was nice. I don't get to do that very often. So it's kind of cool. Anyway, I'm normally running here, there, and everywhere. So I don't really get to do that. So that's what I was doing today. Let's see. There are more subdivisions coming in. They were approved like a couple of years ago, but they just started like breaking ground and getting these things going. So kind of weird, but we are getting some new subdivisions in. So apartment complex. It's almost complete over by oh over by the new community center. That's really cute. So I was kind of hoping that area is gonna change quite a bit, so that'd be nice. Mm, I don't know. We shall see. So who else is on here? Everybody's quiet today. Hello. Nobody's saying hi. Nobody's commenting, questioning, nothing. You're just kind of chilling. Okay, that's cool. I can understand that. I got my massive water over here, so I'm pretty thrilled. We had property management meeting today, and we had a whole slew of rentals, but they've pretty much been rented up, which is pretty cool. So we have like 3 or 4 rentals available, but I mean, we had like a dozen for about 3 weeks, and that is so incredibly bizarre for us. It's like unheard of. Hey, Crucero, how are you? There we go. I was about to say maybe the chat is broken. Um, but yeah, we had a whole slew of rentals available, which is awesome. That was really, really good news. Just reaching up, turning off the other thing. Um, and now and we had a record breaking month, like crazy month. It was absolutely intense. So, yeah, you're ready for a move to Ocala. Well, welcome home. We're here. I don't know. We had some really nasty weather today. Like all day, it was just kind of thunderstorms. So I don't know. I don't think anybody wanted to be over here right now. But at least it wasn't that hot. So that's nice. My daughter was probably working inside, which she definitely likes working in the air conditioning. I was surprised with my Spanish the other day. What? I don't look like I speak Spanish? Was pretty good. Thanks. We did actually I had to speak with the tenant today in Spanish. He was just turning his rent in. So, but he actually asked me if I spoke Spanish, which very rarely does anybody ask me if I speak Spanish. But yeah, I still need to work on it though. It's so bad because I used to be able to speak so fluently, and I've just kind of lost it. But that was back when I was a teenager, so it's been a while. But yeah, I gave up on the. You're probably talking about the. Oh man, it wasn't the last home buyers workshop. It was last month's, so it was the one before. But we did the home buyers workshop in Spanish and in English. Like first we did it in English and then we did it in Spanish, and it was really cool. So we're gonna do that again next month. We're gonna probably do it every other month. So it was neat. It was really really neat. So it was not good. The accent's okay, but my vocabulary is like if you don't use it, you lose it, you know? So I gotta work on it. But yeah, my accent is muddled. My English sometimes is like, what? I'm like, where are you from? I don't know. I'm just gonna go with Ocala at this point. I'm from Ocala. That's my chosen place to be from, so why not? But yeah, it does help. It it allows me to help other people better, which I like. So, but yeah, a lot of people I'll go to speak in Spanish and they're like, "It does not compute." They're like, "I'm looking at you and I'm hearing something else and I'm looking at you." But yeah, I've done a couple of videos in Spanish, but it's not my first language. We have about half of our agents speak at least two languages. So some of them, Spanish is their first language. Some of them, like Sharni, hers is Haitian Creole. So she speaks French as well as Haitian Creole. So she's actually got three languages. But I would say probably Actually, I'd say about half our agents actually speak Spanish as a primary language, as their first language. So it's like pointless for me to do videos and stuff in Spanish because it's not my first language and it's one that I kind of struggle with. So it would be better for them to speak it and for them to take the lead in that and me to, yeah, take a back door. Although it does freak people out. There's a lot of like Spanish speaking people that look something like me. Um, but you can tell that Spanish is their first language. So yeah, it doesn't really work with mine. It's fun. Mm. My daughter actually, she stands, but hers is school book Spanish. So she freaks out and doesn't want to use it, but she has gotten some Spanish speaking customers at her work. So one of these days, I'm hoping she will actually speak to them in Spanish, which she's even more blonde than I am. So that'll really trip people up. So it'll be fun. But yeah, no, today it was nice. It was an easy Spanish. I like easy Spanish. I don't know about you guys. Sometimes people speak in English and I'm like, what? What are they saying? Like if they're like some of the islands, like from St. Kitts, the English is so different. And then Scotland, no, I can't. I have no idea half the time what they're saying. Like I really have to think about it, and even some of the words are different. So yeah, I can't even in English. So in Spanish, it's there's some dialects that I'm like, um, what? ¿Qué te dice? I don't know. So yeah, it's just some of them just it does not compute. So weird. Man, I was hoping to sit in the sun this weekend and I did not. So now my hair is getting dark. I need to get out in the sun more. It's the only way I can keep it blonde. I don't go and get it highlighted. I just go sit in the sun for like half an hour. Golden. I don't know. So I'm changing up. So okay. I don't know if you guys have noticed or not. But I started doing the news for the local community radio station, which I absolutely love this station. They do classic hits and it's a great station run by a great guy. Ed is awesome. But he asked me to do the news, which is only a couple minutes every day. So no problem. And I can basically say whatever, which is great. So I mean, I know little stories here and there, and people love to gossip around here. So it's basically just, confirming the gossip. Oh, that's what's going over on 60th. Oh, okay. Oh, what do you mean some teenager burnt a couch in a hotel? Okay. And go and look that up, So a lot of what I find on Facebook, it's like, all these neighbor groups and stuff. And they're, it's just crazy. So I'm just basically sharing the gossip after I confirm that it's actually true. But yeah. So, so I've been doing it, but I don't really I don't think I found the right I don't know, it's different. It's very um I'm trying to pretend to be a news person and that's just not me. So I'm not going to do that anymore. I am going to try to get off the script a little and, be more myself. Like right now I have no script. I am not looking directly at the camera reading the teleprompter that I have normally for the news. So yeah, I'm going to try and do that. Now for the Saturday show that I do, I started doing a teleprompter because I had a few comments on YouTube where they said that I look away from the camera too much. And so they were basically, it was like one or two people, it wasn't that many. And I didn't even realize I did it, but I do have a hard time. I mean, it's weird. I'm sitting here alone in this room. So, to me, I'm just kind of wherever. But they said that I should do that. So I got a teleprompter, and that also meant that I had to do a script. So instead of me just chit-chatting about whatever, I actually had a script and a teleprompter, and I've been using that for a couple months. Dude, it's okay. But I think we're going to change things up a bit now that I'm a little more familiar with how it all goes. Excuse me, and the time frame and everything. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and ad lib a little bit more. Are you allowed to ad lib on the news? I guess you are if it's community radio, so hopefully. So Ocala's gonna get some interesting news broadcasting pretty soon. It's probably gonna go under some crazy heading of wow, she flubbed this so bad kind of thing. Like it's gonna have like all of my mess ups at some place. But at the same time, I think it would be a lot more fun, a lot more entertaining, a lot more informational if I wasn't even bored of myself. So yeah, no more statistics. If you guys want statistics, you can go look it up yourselves. Somebody's told me this week, they're like, yeah, maybe you should skip out on the statistics because you could tell you were bored. And I was like, I was bored. I was very bored. They're like, yeah, it was boring listening to you because you were bored yourself. And I'm like, fair, fair. So we're going to change up the news a little bit. We'll see how it goes. You guys will have to let me know because it is going out on Facebook and it goes up on YouTube Shorts, I think. But we're literally doing the news every day of the weekdays. So kind of interesting. This is kind of interesting. It's been quiet around here because there's not much going on because it's so hot outside and rainy in the afternoons and just blah. It's not fun weather. If anybody moved down here in July, I am so sorry. This is not our normal weather. This is where we all just kind of like hang out inside and that's about it. Like, and it's too hot. Like, it's also like you can't go to the springs because I mean, you can, but it's kind of dangerous. This is alligator nesting month. This is when they all just kind of, and they're kind of aggressive. We've had two alligator encounters over at Alexander Springs Park. So, yeah, not a good time to go messing around with waters that actually have alligators because they're a little feisty right now. So, I mean, they're not going to come to your house or something like that, but if you get too close to their nest and you don't know where the nest is, so problematic. Yeah, they're a little aggressive. So, one guy got bit. I laugh because he didn't die or anything. It was like a puncture mark, but everybody's always so terrified of alligators. And I looked it up. I literally was like, I have to know. The chances of actually being attacked by an alligator in Florida, not killed, just attacked in Florida, is 3.1 million to 1. So you probably have a better chance of actually winning the lottery. Actually, you do have a better chance of winning the lottery. So, yeah, that's a thing. But I don't know. Everybody's so worried about the alligator. Somebody asked me today if she asked if she's considering moving down here and she was concerned about the alligators. And I'm like, in my list of things to worry about, that is so far down the list, it's not even on the list anymore. It's just, it doesn't. I- but yeah, some guy it was an 8-foot alligator and yeah, it bit him. So he's got some puncture marks, but I mean, I don't know. He actually wasn't even going to go to the hospital, but they kind of like talked him into it. So he didn't take an ambulance or anything. He just kind of drove himself there and he's like, you might want to check this out. I mean, just in case there's bacteria or something. But yeah, but then the alligator got relocated. They closed the park, made everybody get out. They relocated the alligator somewhere else, which bothers me a little bit because if she was protecting a nest, that means that she no longer has her nest. So, I mean, I shouldn't feel bad, but at the same time, you're not supposed to mess with the freaking people. Don't bite the people and you can keep your nest. Anyway, so yeah, they relocated her. Hopefully they relocated her nest too. Maybe she was with her nest. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, so July, you're not really supposed to hang out in the springs that are if there's alligators. And it's way too hot to go to the beach. I'm sorry, but it's like that sand is like the surface of the sun. You just don't want to do that. So pools are okay. They're a bit crowded, but they're okay to hang out in. I personally have a really I don't have a pool. We had a pool and then we moved and this house doesn't have a pool and I didn't want to get one and I think that was an error in judgment on my part at this point. Um, I should have gotten a pool. But last time the kids didn't hardly use it and we were just pouring our money into it with chemicals. And I used to call it our money pit. So it's like, the chemicals go in, but the kids don't. Like that's annoying. So I was like, no, we're never doing a pool again. And then 2020 hit and I was like, we really should have had a pool. So now I'm kind of like, maybe like a community pool, maybe do something like that, like, being like an HOA, but then you got to deal with the HOA. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But um, I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe an above ground just because it's temporary. And then if I don't like it, we can just get rid of it. Then you don't have the, I don't know. It's kind of 50-50 at this point for me, but I do have a big old hammock outside and we have these fans that mist because if we do events and stuff like that, you just put them on top of a bucket, like a 5-gallon bucket of water, and it sucks the water up and then it's a pretty good high powered fan anyway. But it mists out on both sides and then the fan kind of disperses the water. It is nice. So I have 2 of those, and so I go and sit in the hammock and I turn on those things and I'm golden. Um, but yeah, probably not as good as a pool, but pretty darn close. You can go boating. I mean, boating would be cool right about now. Middle of the lake. I don't know. It's so hot. So hot. I really like the air conditioning. Air conditioning is good right about now. It's hot. It's uncomfortable. And then like it's raining every afternoon. It's just that's what it does in July and August. That's our weather. Hot, kind of wet. Just avoid it. Just go find some air conditioning. I bet the mall is super popular right now. Kids are out of school and it's got air conditioning. So going getting a movie, taking a movie in, whatever. Probably doing a lot of that. I don't know. But yeah, this is when we all kind of hide from the elements and yeah, it's hot and uncomfortable outside. But it only lasts for about 2 months and then it's gorgeous again. So I'll deal. It's better than dealing with winter. Winter sucks. I was talking to somebody from North Dakota, Bismarck, North Dakota today. I'm like, no. I was like, the one thing that you're going to find down here is we do not have static. Not like they do up north. Up north, it's like constant static. I do this because my hair is always trying to go for my face. The static, you get shocked every time you touch the door of your car or touch anything metal or touch a person. And everything's carpet up there because the floors are cold. So there's carpet everywhere instead of tile, and it's just it's so bizarre. It's so different than what we have down here. It's so different. So yeah, I was chatting with her about the differences, and yeah, it was funny. It's pretty interesting. I don't know where you guys are from or where you're at. One of the things that always throws people is we don't have basements here. But apparently, one of my agents actually went to a house and there was a basement. And they were like, it smelled so mildewy and just kind of gross. And they're like, I'm not going down there. I do not trust a Florida basement. And I was like, I wouldn't blame you. That's got to be a constant sump pump going or something. That's crazy. I cannot even fathom how they have a basement in Florida. It's gotta be maybe a house that's, like, up on a hill or something. I mean, how do you even do that? Because 'Cause we're at sea level. So if you go down at all, you're gonna be hitting water, so how I don't know, but apparently there was a house that did it. So but yeah, they're like, "It was dark and dank and no." It's like, I wouldn't go either. But they were showing houses to somebody from up north who was very used to basements, and they're like, "Oh, cool." We're like, "No, you don't want that. Not here. Don't do that." Very, very weird, very strange, but I guess it's if it's what you're used to. I don't know. I'm just waiting to see what is everybody up to tonight. Being so quiet. It keeps dropping down, like, first there's, like, 5 or 6 people, and then there's 3 people, and then there's 1 person, and then there's 6 people, and it's like, okay. So, not sure. I don't know if it's my internet, though. Might be. So, whew, there was a situation on Friday, and I did ask permission, um, to make sure I could mention it because it was so devastating. So we had some customers, and I hadn't met them. They were working through one of my agents, and they had purchased a house. They were moving down here because of some situations up north. Anyway, so they were moving down here, and they wanted a fresh start. And they closed on a beautiful home, absolutely gorgeous. They closed on it on Friday, and we were all really super happy for them and everything. It was just perfect for their needs. It was on like a third of an acre, beautiful home. They have 3 dogs. Their dogs are their lives. It was like I'm not sure what the one is. One is a little bit bigger, one is like maybe 20 pounds, and then there was this little itty bitty Chihuahua weenie dog. So anyway, they're moving in, they're getting their stuff in. They were maybe there an hour, and the neighbor's dog across the street, which was a German Shepherd, and they had signs all over their place that says, "Beware of dog, beware of dog, beware of dog." Apparently, they just let the dog outside, and the dog had been going over to that house, and he thought that house that they just moved into and just purchased was part of his area and his territory or whatever. So when he saw them going over there repeatedly, he was like losing his mind. They let the dog outside. They did not have a fence yard. And the dog immediately went over across the street and attacked their dog. And it unfortunately, their dog passed away, the little Chiweenie. His name was Coco, and he passed away from the injuries that he got. So the crazy part was, and the part that I think upset everybody the most is those people across the street, they'd only been here in Ocala maybe a year. They're from somewhere else. I'm not claiming them. But they came out and were mad because when they were trying to get this German Shepherd off of their little dog, they kicked at him, and the German Shepherd's owner was mad at them because they kicked it. I was like, that I'm sorry, but, like, it's on my property and attacking one of my family members. Kicking would be the least of the problems. I'm not gonna say it on here, but no. So, yeah, because it could be my kid next. I'm sorry, but no. But yeah, it yeah, it crushed its little ribs and everything. It was really super sad. I was crying on Friday, but, um anyway, so my husband and I went over there on Saturday and met them, and they're so, so, so nice. So we felt so bad for them, but we took them like a little care basket and some dog treats for their other dogs and stuff like that. But I mean, what on earth can you say in that situation? I mean, it was just so incredibly sad, and it was so pointless, you know? It was so pointless. Because they could have, like, just keep the dog over there, on your own property. Or if it's gonna go outside, make sure that there is a tether or a leash or electronic fence or something. But just to let it kind of roam the neighborhood, that ain't cool. So, I don't know. It was just, oh, it was so heartbreaking on so many levels. But yeah, it was rough. So, not to be a downer, but I did wanna to mention that because it was just when you're first moving in, especially if some of the neighbors are maybe letting their dogs onto the property because it was a new construction home. So, they just I guess they thought that it would be okay. I have no idea what they were thinking, but that dog apparently thought that that was part of his area to protect, and there was intruders and especially another dog, so, um, yeah, not good. It did bite the one person as well, the one that was trying to the dad, I guess. I don't wanna give his name on here, so but yeah, it bit him too. So, I mean, it was just bad all around. It was so weird because they didn't even like, that wasn't even a focus for them. It was more just their dog, and yeah, so so sad. It was so sad. But yeah, I mean, I can't even imagine, like, I cannot even imagine if it was mine. Would not be good. Yeah, I tried doing, some videos the other day with my dog in the studio because she was here at the office, for a little bit, and, we'd had her out for a bit, and, yeah, I tried. I was gonna maybe have her on a video with me or it was just kinda nice that she was in here and stuff. No, that did not work at all. She's still a puppy and she's so loud, and I never really thought of her as being that loud until you're trying to do some videos and you got a microphone and the microphone is picking up her collar and it's picking up her playing around with the the sound equipment. I was like, "Nope, this is not working. You gotta go." Excuse me. So my husband and daughter were here at the office too, so they hung out with her while I was doing my videos. But if you hear any videos with like a weird like ting ting ting, yeah, that's her collar. So yeah, but yeah, my dog is sweet. She's sweet, but she's also a psychopath. She's funny. She's half poodle and half cavalier. We had a 100% cavalier before, and they are the sweetest dogs. We call them a little love sponge. I mean, just the sweetest dogs ever. They're just like, I don't care what you need of me. I will literally do anything for you. They're just the sweetest dogs. So well behaved and these, cute little just little ladies and little gentlemen. They are just so sweet. That is not what we got. We got, I guess, a poodle. I don't know. I've never had a poodle before, but she is crazy. That's what we called her Lucy because she's the crazy redhead. She makes us laugh, but she also makes us want to pull her hair out because she's just nuts. So anyway, she's in puppy training, which we also call juvenile delinquent school. She is. Some days she does really good in the class, and other days not so much. So I don't know if she's gonna graduate or she'll have to like do it a second time. I'm not really sure. The class I think is more for us learning how to deal with her. So she's crazy. She's crazy. So she just whatever. And she can jump pretty high too for such a little dog. But yeah, she gave my daughter a fat lip because she was on the floor and Lacey kind of bent forward just a little, and the dog shot up and like kissed her in the mouth. Thankfully, there was no teeth involved, but yeah, hit her in the mouth so hard that she for like 2 days she had a bruise and a fat lip. It's like I don't know what to tell you. She's crazy. Just out of nowhere, boom. I think it's the jumping. She really can jump. Really, like she thinks she can fly. She's the UFO. Did you guys hear about that? They have stated that there are UFOs and that that needs to be acknowledged so that more people will report when they actually see unidentified flying objects. So there are UFOs. Now, whether they're from alien life forms or not, probably not. I don't know. I haven't met anybody, but that I know of. But actual UFOs, yeah, there are things that fly around. We have no idea what it is, and apparently neither does the military. So, so it is officially official that yes, there are in fact UFOs. Those are things. I had a poodle. They're so sweet. I'm hoping someday soon she will be sweet. Right now, she is kinda salty. Like, she's a little sour. I don't know. She's mm, she loves us. I know she loves us, but she is very hyper and very smart, and I think she's honestly smarter than me, which may be the problem. She's, like, crazy. So she's very hyper and very smart, and she gets bored very easily. And so we have to keep giving her things to keep her entertained. Otherwise, she goes and gets herself in trouble. And you can tell she will literally look around for something she's not supposed to have. So yeah, I don't know. I know she's a puppy, but if I shared with you some of the videos that we've taken of her, and then we're like, what's wrong with the dog? Like, what? She, she's she had an accident in the house, which is pretty rare. But she had an accident in the house. So my husband went and got some toilet paper to go clean up the accident, which was on the tile floor. So, not too bad. Well, she saw him tear off the toilet paper and she was very intrigued by that. So as he was cleaning it up, before he could turn around, she had taken the roll, like a piece of toilet paper on the roll, and ran down the hallway with it. So there was this long strip of toilet paper going all the way back to the back, and she followed him. So she had the toilet paper in one end in her mouth and the other end was still on the roll. So yeah, my husband was like, what are you doing? So now we gotta keep the bathroom doors closed because she thought the toilet paper was really fun. And she wants to do that more. Like, no, no. She really loves Lexi and I, she loves our bras and she loves all of our underwear. She loves our socks. Anything just kind of has a lot of odor to it, and it's Florida in summertime. So pretty much all of that. Yeah, so you've never seen something so funny as when a little dog that's only like yay big comes trotting out of the bedroom with the bra in her mouth that's about as big as, and she's just like with, and she's tripping over the cups and stuff as she's we're like, why did you get that out of the hamper and now you're, so yeah, I keep finding my um intimate apparel all over the living room because she keeps trying to bury it in the couch. And I'm just like, I just wanted a dog. I didn't know I'd get a psycho, but yeah, so she's a little bit crazy. She wanted to clean after herself. Yeah, she was helping. That's not what she was doing. She was enjoying the toilet paper on the roll. She thought that was awesome. If there are any papers at all, like just papers, she will shred it. She loves to shred paper. So, that old thing, like the dog ate my homework, that is legitimate. Okay. That truly could happen because she really will shred any, like, tiny little confetti bits all over the floor. So yeah, she's a trip. She is such a trip. But yeah, she's she's something. We're like, okay, that was not like, we've never had a puppy before. We've already had like full grown dogs, like rescues and stuff. Um, yeah, I don't think we were prepared to have another toddler because it really does feel like we've got another toddler. But she'll hopefully be eventually a good dog. I think she's always going to be a little bit of a troublemaker, but that's okay. I don't think she's ever gonna grow out of that. I really doubt it. 'Cause she is pretty smart. So, we taught her fetch, and she learned fetch in about 3 minutes. Um, and now she's gotten too smart for fetch because she doesn't understand why we throw the ball, and that's it. Like, she's like, What's the point of this?" It's weird. She's like, we'll throw the ball, she'll go over and look at it, and she'll look at us and be like, "I'm not bringing this to you. You're just gonna throw it again." It's just weird. Like, so she knows what we want, and she's deciding for herself that that is just a terrible use of her time. Yeah. Okay. You can actually see her thinking this. Like, no, you're using me for your own entertainment. I'm just not gonna do it. No. I understand what you want. It might be fun for like the first or second time, but after that, this is just repetitive nonsense. I think not. So yeah. Yeah. She's funny. Well, it is so quiet on here. Crucero, I think it's just you and I, man. It's just us. That's it. Hopefully you'll be moving to Ocala pretty soon. You can sit in here with me. It'll be fun. So I'm trying to get one of my buyers is trying to get him and his wife to come on our show and like hang out. So we'll see. We'll see if we can get. She says she would do it, but he's like, I'll give you the ideas and the stuff I want to talk about, but I don't want to be on it. So we'll see. But I mean, it would be kind of cool because they moved down here from New Jersey and they bought DR Horton. And at this point, I kind of want to know what they're thinking and what do they think of Ocala and because it's different, like thinking to move here and actually moving here. So kind of curious as to what their thoughts are. So we'll see. Let's see if I can get them both on. He might not talk much, but I just definitely want to get them both on. So we'll see. Well, I think that's it for me. I am going to go find some dinner. Maybe I will go over to Chick-fil-A and freak my daughter out because she's working over there. It's nice out at this point, so she's probably in the drive-thru. So, all right, you guys have an awesome night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will be back next Monday around 6 o'clock. So hopefully we can hang out then. Thanks a lot. I'll see you next time. Bye.